Hey everybody, I'm just off the back of the Teams Partner Bootcamp, and I've jumped over to the building the MDEP team are in to catch up with Chris, and we're pre-InfoComm, so it's been all go on the team side, it's all go on the MDEP side. How's it going, Chris?
It's going fantastic. Lots of momentum over the last couple of weeks, as folks are probably seeing. So exciting but busy.
Yeah. There's a lot coming next week at InfoComm, but I want to go back to Build a couple of weeks ago because we had the Project Solara announcement.
Yep.
Which was really exciting to see MDEP be a component part of that conversation.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite a new concept. Can you take us through how you explain Project Solara and what it is?
Yeah, I think maybe the message, hopefully the message landed at Build. It was super exciting. It's something that we've been working on for a short while now here. And really what we were showcasing there is first-party devices as just an example, as just a proof point of what partners could ultimately build.
Yeah, so these are not new devices from Microsoft. I think some of the mainstream press probably missed that a little bit. It's like
right.
These were example devices. The plan is to work with OEMs, and you're already working with certain, or that team are working with certain customers for ideas. So they had the kind of ambient desk type, always-on companion device, and they had the badge as an example.
Wearable, yeah.
It could be glasses, could be bands, could be whatever you can imagine. You could be the OS part of that.
Right. Yeah, and again, just shows the flexibility of MDEP, our ability to bring SOCs up quickly.
So it was the example devices were, was it MediaTek and Qualcomm?
Qualcomm, yeah, exactly. And just really, it showcases the flexibility that's allowed to the partner to differentiate on top of as a secure, manageable, updatable.
I think it's an interesting use case for you guys, because obviously when MDEP was envisioned, that wouldn't have necessarily been the first thought for an OS, but here we are in the agent-first world. It's like, actually, we need a lightweight on the device OS.
Yeah, exactly. Where the agent is showcased and not the OS, right? So, and again, MDEP's never been focused on the UI side of things. It's always been the bedrock security platform behind it. So
I'm hoping I can get Stevie on the podcast to give us, because it's funny, he's been telling that vision story for a while, and it was nice to see it come to life with some examples.
Right, exactly. And I mean, obviously we've made no bones about it. We're obviously moving into other spaces where the OS we think can move into high volume. So
let's talk about that, because where is MDEP? So there's quite a few Teams OEMs in play now or announced and coming imminently. Again, I've been gathering all the OEM InfoComm news, so we'll see next week.
Right.
But like beyond Teams as kind of a collab use case, what have you been doing with MDEP outside of it?
Yeah, I mean, again, the Teams collaboration space was a great place for us to start. Specialty class device where we could utilize the OS and really all of the services that we bring to the table. But now we really start looking into more general purpose devices, so digital signage, IoT, sort of the core spaces. And so we're going to be doing a session at InfoComm. I kind of teased that with you a little bit, but also, we'll be meeting with a lot of partners and talking to them about some of the things that they want to do on top of MDEP. So yeah.
And do they have different? I guess they have different asks, because like in the Teams world, we've already got the update mechanism via TAC and Proports, or
exactly.
And they say it's going to be different for, say, a digital signage. They're going to, I guess, look to you for like manageability layer, update security.
Right. We want to bring a core OTA experience so we can update those devices over the air. We also want to bring, we want to lead with Intune, obviously, but we're management agnostic. So the platform will support any kind of management layer that you bring.
And that's quite a big deal, because again, I think people would assume you would be like, well, we'll be Microsoft through and through, so you buy us as kind of a package, and it's obviously going to be Intune, it's obviously going to be this thing, but that's not necessarily the case.
Right. I mean, we think of them as sort of packs, but we'll be bringing, a management pack that's obviously embedded Intune will work great, and that's what we want to lead with, but we also want to ensure that we're supporting if that's what the partner is looking for.
And we saw that on the Project Solara side as well. They were highlighting Intune would be a manageability part of that type of device.
Correct. Yep.
Awesome.
So yeah, some pretty exciting stuff with that, and I think, again, I think the momentum, it's a good time for us to leap off of that. And so we'll continue to keep the flywheel going on it.
Awesome. Well, I know there's more to talk about, but you can't talk about it until after InfoComm. So if you're going to InfoComm, make sure you go to the MDEP session, and I'll be gathering up all the news. So stay tuned for a special InfoComm, post-InfoComm newsletter with all the announcements.
Yeah, thanks for making the trip over to Redmond, Tom.
Yeah, no, nice to catch up. Appreciate catching up.
You too,
especially
as always.
Pre-InfoComm in person.
Exactly.
So, cool. Thanks
again.